guys, so we're taking a look at discussion number 2 this week, and it's asking for us to take a look at audio recordings and how we would use them in the classroom and what activities we could enhance possibly using audio recordings. It's asking for me to share specific ideas based on the content area that I teach. So I teach third grade, so this question was a little bit interesting to me. I was a little bit hesitant at first to even think as to why I would want to use an audio recording. But after thinking about it for a bit, I have a couple specific ideas that I think could be useful for me to have students do in the classroom that's related to core content subjects like math or reading or science, social studies. So let's get started. Okay, so one way I actually already use audio recordings, and I didn't really even realize that I was doing it, I had to think about it for a minute, is through Edpuzzle. And Edpuzzle is a really awesome interface if you guys have never used it before. Super cool program. I wanted to show you guys kind of what it looks like and how I use the audio recording in it. So most of the time with Edpuzzle, and this is how the interface looks, so super cool, you can assign videos to students, and those videos could come from YouTube or a video that you've created or whatever it might be. And you can add questions at the end, which is super cool in the quizzes area. But you can also add audio notes, which is basically just an audio recording of your voice. And you can add it at any point in the video. A lot of times I will add audio notes in the beginning of the video to give students directions, their objectives, what they're looking for, and then how they should be taking notes or whatever it might be, so that way they can further understand it for a later point in time when we meet in small groups. So Edpuzzle is a super useful way to do that, and I also love it because I can assign students different videos, give them different audio clips based on their learning level, and also differentiate it that way as well. Another thing that I thought of that I thought would be kind of cool to try, I haven't actually ever done it, is actually recording myself ahead of time reading an actual book or something that we're doing in class, and then having students listen to that text back even as they're following along in their own textbook, or maybe they don't have the book and they're just listening to me read as a station or something like that. I thought that that would be kind of cool. And then, you know, I can actually be in multiple places at one time. So they could be listening to me, read to them, while I'm also meeting with a small group or whatever it might be. So I think that could be something cool to try, and also incorporate further engagement for the students and have them try something new. The last idea that I had was not necessarily for me to use audio recordings, but for the students to use audio recordings. So I had some ideas of possibly having students research something, whether it is in science or social studies, or we have a biography unit coming up or whatever it might be, and for them to actually create an audio recording of themselves explaining whatever it is that they're working on, and then posting that up to Padlet or whatever it is that we're using, to Google Drive or something of that nature, or iMovie, something like that. I haven't worked out all the details, but doing something like that I think would provide further engagement, have another avenue for students to display their ideas, and then also still utilize those audio recordings. So it's a work in progress, but I think that could be something that I definitely want to try for sure.